Yes.
To me, it means that you are basically responsible for your own actions towards your teammates, yourself, and your opponents.
You don't do things intentionally to hurt the other team or give your team an advantage over them.
It's amazing. It is there. And when someone makes a good play on the other team, we'll cheer for them. I think when you respect the team you're playing, that's when the spirit really comes in.
The spirit of the semifinal match between MIT and Brown was found in the score. MIT was up 10-2 and looking for more. Smite drove the disc down the field, and senior Chrissy Dobson found her twin, Kathy, all alone in the end zone. It was a 9-point lead. MIT would score again. The lead was now 10. Could Brown make the run that MIT was expecting? In one of its best offensive possessions of the game, Brown patiently worked the disc downfield. Sophomore Sarah Buckwalter broke for the corner of the end zone and made the catch. Brown coach Ted Munter was firing up his troops, looking for a comeback. The Disco Inferno would get a turnover, and this time the wind worked in their favor. Senior captain Rachel Weston's blown throw blew right into the hands of Ann Murray, no relation to the singer. The Brown men's team liked what they saw. Brown was in the middle of a run. Emily Bubbers took the disc and hucked it downfield. Blake Spitz grabbed it and touched it down. 3 in a row. The score was now 12-5.
We're down 8-1 at half, and we came back and scored 4 more, which this team has a lot of heart. We always have.
You know, every team, every half has got at least one run in them, and we expected that. This entire tournament, we've been telling our team at the beginning of every half, it's like they're going to have one run in them, and we got to stop that run. But also don't be surprised when it comes.
The 2003 UPA College Ultimate Championships are brought to you by Discraft, manufacturer of the 175-gram Discraft Ultrastar, the official disc of the UPA and the 2003 College Ultimate Championships. And by the disc clubs of the San Francisco area, where the Bay goes to play. And by the Atlanta Flying Disc Club. In Austin, Texas, baby, it's hot for the 2003 UPA College Ultimate Championships. MIT's Taylor Shiljan cools off in the players' tent, taking care of an ankle turn. Brown is trying to turn things around. Disco Inferno has scored the last 3 points to pull within 7 at 12-5. But throughout, MIT's Chrissy Dobson knew Smite's defense was ready to put the clamps on another run by Brown.
I don't think our defense allowed them to get consistency on their offense. Second half, we really kept up the intensity, and I think we played really well.
Go find that safe.
Handler my ass. Julia.
Here we go, Brown. Here we go, Brown. What you don't know, she used to play for Brown.
It was around 11, whatever the score was then, that I realized they'd have to score something like 10 more points to get up on us, and they'd only scored 5 previously. I was pretty sure we were going to win, but I didn't want to I wanted to tone my excitement down until we really did win.
We sort of embraced the fact that they had that run in them, let some points be played out longer than they should have. It didn't bother us, and when it was time to close the door, we put our starting 7 in, and we did it.
The thing I always say about Ultimate is it's the most team game there is. You know, in football, you can give the ball to Emmett Smith. In basketball, you know, you give it to Michael Jordan. Here, you need your teammate in order to score. So being a great teammate is an underrated part of the game. I think that's an important part of the game.
I think one of the great things about our team is that when we're up, 2-0, 3-0, 4-0, we still play hard. We still play like it's, 14-14 game to 16. And I think that's real key because, you don't slack off and you don't let them come back.
But Brown wasn't giving up either. This scoring throw made it a 14-6 game. And MIT's Julia Klein was ready to put her old school away.
14, I just couldn't even play anymore. The heat was getting to me, and I came out, I was just so excited. It was so sad, though, to watch my alma mater lose.
MIT would get their chance. Nancy Sun, the team's ace handler, grabbed the disc and saw Kathy Dobson breaking downfield.
Come on, Rachel, on your toes. She's looking. Right. Yes!
In a play they'd practiced earlier in the week, Dobson made the quick throw to April Rosala, sealing a 15-6 win for Smite.
MIT spirit is just, we stand together and we're not the cheer rah 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 team. Pretty much we know each player very well and each person has their role and we play it well, I think.
Yeah, bro. Fourth in the nation, third in the nation. That's pretty nice.
The prestige for us is that, as a group, we said, this is what we think we can do, let's go after it, and we got there.
Ultimate and this game is about momentum, and you could see them saying, look, we really got to do something here. And they're trying to get something started, and so we put in the kind of lines that were going to prevent them from getting something started, and that can be really frustrating for a team.
We know each other well, and there's a great vibe between the two teams.
Yeah, Julia. Great.
So, it will be the MIT Smite women taking on the winner of the Stanford, Colorado game for the National Ultimate Championship. Stay tuned to College Sports Television for coverage of that game, as well as the women's competition. This has been a presentation of College Sports Television. For more information on college sports, log on to cstv.com. For more information on Ultimate and the Ultimate Players Association, go to www.upa.org. Thank you for watching.
Our ultimate goal is always to win nationals. My freshman year we lost in the finals, my sophomore year we won nationals, last year we lost in the semis. And definitely know what it's like to win and want that again.
We're on the campus of the University of Texas in Austin for the 2003 UPA College Ultimate Championships. Today, in the second men's semifinal match, it's the third seed, Carleton College, going up against number 2 seed, Oregon. 250 men's teams compete all year to get to this tournament. 16 made it, and Wisconsin is awaiting the winner of this game, featuring past champion Carleton, a perennial power in Ultimate, although only 1,600 attend the Minnesota school. Here are the basics in Ultimate. A 70-yard field with 25-yard end zones, 7 players on each team. Scoring occurs when the disc is caught in the opponent's end zone, but you can't advance the disc by running. Turnovers include stalling and dropped discs. Games are to 15, win by 2. There are no refs in Ultimate. Observers are here to help settle disputed calls.
I'm Philip Burkhart, co-captain of a Carleton Ultimate team. The players they're going to have trouble matching up with are number 7, Chase Sparling-Beckley. He's just a tall, really good player. 00, Alex Masulis, who may just be the fastest player in College Ultimate. And number 32, Garrett Westlake. He has great throws, good D. The key to the game for us is going to be not letting off break mark throws and just playing tight D.
Hey, I'm Ben Wiggins. I'm the captain for the University of Oregon Ego. We made our way into semis this year, and we're playing Carleton Cut in the semifinals. The guys on my team that you want to watch out for are Doug McKenzie, who's going to roll the sky. You want to watch out for Seth Wiggins. He's a quick handler, but he just happens to be 6'2" and he can rise. And you want to watch out for Justin Grishkin. He's a sneaky defender and he can lay out past people. Key to the game is going to be see who responds to when the other team brings it. Somebody's going to bring a punch, somebody's got to have a counter punch. We're going to be the team punching last.
A pull is sort of like the kickoff. It's how each point starts off. The team that's on defense throws off to the other team and throws it as far down the field and then runs after it.
Ball goes out of bounds, so they'll be taking it at the brick mark.
My name is Nathan. I'll be the linesman for the Carleton-Oregon semifinal today. I'm going to be giving you some additional information so you can keep track of what's going on the field. Thanks a lot.
Nice D by Oregon.
We hadn't seen him yet this year, so we didn't know. But based on the hype and just an idea from past years, I think that we definitely knew it was going to be an even match.
Great sky by Oregon.
We knew they had a couple main players that we wanted to key on, try and shut down, and they're good enough where you can't completely stop them. Just wanted to contain them.
Foul on the throw.
A contact foul is when two players are going at a disc. One of the players was in a legitimate position to make a play on the disc first, and if the contact results in a drop, that would be a foul.
Phil Burkhart with the goal.
They're not especially big. Their defensive team especially is shorter, but they're real fast, and I mean that makes up for height in ultimate. You can if you're fast enough, you can guard it deep just as well, you know.
Inside out from Seth Wiggins to Ben Wiggins. Ben Wiggins, big sky. Oh, and then a turnover. Big hook. And a D by Ben Wiggins.
I think Carleton takes a unique approach to the spirit of the game. I think it's something we work hard for all year long. We try not to be a really in-your-face flashy team with lots of spikes on other players. We try and just stay within ourselves and celebrate within ourselves. I think we try and have a lot of respect for each other in practice, and I think that carries out when we play other teams. We have a lot of respect for our opponents.
Ben Wiggins picks up the trash. And throws the big one. Big sky for Oregon. Chase going deep. Missoula sucks it.
Hook is a deep throw, usually for a score that's more than half field.
Yeah!
Our offense we thought would be good enough to score pretty much at will on their defense. What we wanted to do was, get one or two breaks from defense, and then we thought we'd have a chance.
We had a lot of very uncharacteristic turnovers.
Phil Burkhart goes a little too wide. Lee Huck, can he run it down? That's a goal. That's a break for Oregon. Oregon goes up 4-2.
I think we were a little jittery. It's a big game, semis and nationals, and I think we came a little nervous. I think we came out and we didn't play our game.
The 2003 UPA College Ultimate Championships are brought to you by Discraft, manufacturer of the 175-gram Discraft Ultra Star, the official disc of the UPA and the 2003 College Ultimate Championships. By Cycle Time, special thanks to Cycle Time Corporation. And by the Washington Area Frisbee Club, dedicated to promoting flying discs in the Washington, D.C. metropolitan area. Back in the state capital of Texas, college sports television coverage of the 2003 UPA College Ultimate Championships continue. Carleton has trimmed Oregon's lead to 1 at 5-4. How did they get here? Well, both teams went undefeated in pool play. Oregon had a better draw in the quarterfinals, beating 12th seed William and Mary, while Carleton had to defeat 5th seeded Brown. Of the other teams, NC State went home worse for wear as the #1 seed.
at the crossfield hammer for the goal. About 6'4" or so. I thought we were real patient on offense with just dumping and swinging and not trying to force too much. And defensively, we had guys flying everywhere, trying to get to every disc they could. The zone has transitioned to man. It's a goal for Carleton. 6-5.
We didn't want to fall behind, obviously. We wanted to keep it close. The thing that hurt us was that there was a number of really long points. And I think we got a little tired in the beginning.
Puts it up. Goal for Oregon. 7-5 Oregon. We have a very tall team with some great throwers that can put it to them. So, you know, it's a real advantage on offense.
Carleton has never had a coach in the history of the program. It's run by the seniors, passed down from year to year. We have a lot of alumni support. A lot of older players continue to play in the club circuit and come back and help out in that way.
Big huck to Mazulis, and he runs back to the goal.
In the ultimate, you want to be 100%. I mean, when you make that throw, you want to know that it's going to get to the guy it's supposed to go to.
Travel call.
Traveling is basically when a player moves his pivot foot or takes too many steps after catching a disc. There's no set number of steps, but if he changes momentum, that's traveling.
Big throw. And turnover. Steed.
I think we were just making some uncharacteristic throws.
Phil Burkhart with the D.
Our offense, which is made up of many of our really key guys that for us to win have to later play D. We're having to play much too long of points early in the game.
Chase to Mazulis. Mazulis can't bring it in.
They dropped one right on the goal line. We didn't take advantage of it.
Go, go, go! And with the big huck. Phil Burkhart with a great D.
We lost Phil. Really great handler, kind of anchored. He anchors our offense.
I just jumped and got the disc and came down kind of sideways on my leg, and I've had a couple surgeries on this knee, and the kneecap popped out of joint, and so I was pretty much done at that point.
Jimmy Chu with the disc. Big hammer to Chase. He's inbounds. And Carleton ties it up at 7.
I was kind of worried about how they'd respond, but I think we responded great.
Against a team like Carleton, you really have to remember that it's easy. This game's pretty easy.
Van Wiggins puts it up big for Doug McKenzie. Doug McKenzie with the goal. Oregon takes half, 8-7.
So after a back-and-forth first half, it was the Oregon Ego taking the lead at halftime, 8-7. We've been throwing some terms of the game at you. Now, in Ultimate 101, some other sayings of the sport.
A handler is a player on the field that has possibly better throws than other players on his team, and